This is Alan Bush with ADMIS. In the stock index futures, we are seeing mostly higher prices today. Also yesterday, we put in a pretty good performance, even though we did have the housing starts number quite a bit weaker than expected, almost 9% lower than what many analysts were anticipating. So stock index futures performing well for the news. Even today, we did have mostly bullish, on balance economic reports. Of course, the main focus is the quantitative easing, and Bernanke now in the last few appearances indicating that the QE will continue. Of course, it will be data dependent, but overall his comments have been dovish on balance, and that has been the dominant influence helping stock index futures to advance. Of course, today we did see another new record high in the cash Dow. So that is the dominant influence. Fed, once again, is where everyone is focusing their attention. Also, we had yesterday's testimony from Bernanke before the House Financial Services Committee. That was supportive. Over in the foreign currencies, seeing some short covering coming into the dollar index, even though Bernanke's interest rate comments are a bit on the bearish side for the dollar. Also some pressure in the euro currency, even though we did hear about some bullish economic numbers. Also some pressure in the pound, this after UK retail sales coming in better than expected, so we're ignoring some bullish news there in the pound. Also, after 3 days of short covering in the Australian dollar, some pressure developing again today. We feel that this is the main trend as far as the Australian dollar is concerned, and that the Chinese economy will continue to weaken, and that should take the Australian dollar lower longer term. And I also believe that we will see new lows for the move in the Australian dollar. And in the credit markets, over the last 8 days or so, we have seen futures recovering after making almost 2-year lows. Most of the recovery is linked to Bernanke's newly found dovish outlook as far as interest rates are concerned. However, we feel that the short covering is probably about over now, as we did move up to very significant resistance areas yesterday, with those resistance areas holding. Futures lower today, and I think we will see pressure developing into today's close. Longer term, thinking that we will see lower prices, including new lows for the move at the long end of the curve. Once again, these are my opinions alone and are not the opinions of ADMIS or Archer Daniels Midland.